Do you know how much money you have to save for you to be able to pay yourself $10,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month for 30 years straight? Do you know how much money you have to save to do that? You need to save like $2.8 million dollars.
Listen, we all have to earn. Here's what comes into play. And I know a lot of you are going to say, not my boy or not my baby girl. I know you will. We all have to live. Not only that, we all have things that we desire. If you're not earning it, you'll find a lewd way to obtain it.
Agreed.
How do you think people end up doing the things that they do in the streets? People don't wake up and say, I can't wait to go to the penitentiary. They don't do that. Even the worst of them don't do that. You have to position your children. Let me say this. We always compare ourselves to white society because they are economically on top, okay? Pay attention. The white kids you went to school with and the black kids you went to school with. Let's say you kept in touch with 50 on the white side, 50 on the black side. Out of the 50 on the black side, about 10, 15 will have went to prison. On the white side, do you know why the number's not going to be as high? Because they were already equipped by their fathers with skill sets for when things got rough. When things get rough in the African American community, we resort to lewd things. We resort to the streets. I'm not saying they don't in the Caucasian community. Work now and play hard later. You guys hear that saying and things, but I don't think it really registers. It doesn't really register. You keep your kids out of prison by giving them skill sets that in their minds, when things get tough, we start scavenging through our mental Rolodex for possible solutions to our problems, be it rent, be it the utilities, be it the car is already on the repo list. We start flipping in the back of our mind what we can pull off, what we can pull off, what we can pull off. And it will either be what we've seen done or, and that's going to play a big role, the things we've seen done. You may not ever even dibbled off into the street world as far as drugs. But if you know people you grew up with, you're likely to, hey, bro, you remember that thing that you asked me was I interested in? But other people who have skill sets, listen, when things get tough for them, they're going to a construction crew and seeing if they need help because they're skilled in this. And being skilled in it, likely, even if they don't need help, if you're good at what you do, they're going to pull you on just because you're an asset. We need to increase the skill sets, the trades. The brother who used to rock heavy with us, he probably still does. I haven't seen him in a minute. The hard hat tradesman, right? A lot of you probably thought that was his name, but think about the name. Think about the name. The hard hat tradesman. You could be a boiler maker, right? You could be an electrician. You could be a welder. We need these skill sets. Or when things get tough, the only course of action that you will have at your disposal will be something goofy.
I agree with that 100%, man. It's crazy. I was talking to a guy that I got introduced to